This game is rated M for mature. Hey there everybody, redxparasite here, and welcome back to Let's Play Bayonetta. In the last episode, we burned some rubber on the highway trying to get to the Isla del Sol, but at the end of that chapter we fell into a portal which took us to Paradiso. And that's where we're going to be picking up at the beginning of this chapter.
Jesus, this is...
My dear sweet child, fear not, for I am watching over you.
So, we've had a few brief stints in Paradiso before, but this is our first real kind of venture through it. So, starting off, we've got some fun little platforms here. The gravity physics in this game are a little bit wonky in terms of whatever surface that you're on, that will be the gravity that's considered down for you. And we can get into it a little bit more later, because there are some other places where the effect is more apparent. But over here on the left, before you step into the courtyard area, there is a chest down along that way that had a broken witch heart in it. There's also a crow here if you want. Over on the right here is this kind of sun symbol, and do enough damage to it, there is a chest behind it that has part of an Angelic Hymns Gold LP. That's Messiah. So now that we've done all that, we can walk into the courtyard area and didn't recognize that I got the torture tack off on it, but we have ourselves a verse, so all enemies that we've seen before at this point. Oops. I don't know how that one missed. Oop. I don't know if these guys ever got like a formal introduction. They're kind of bigger enemies. They take a lot of hits to bring down. And let's see, where's the key? There it is. And they have the sousaphones. So I'm not sure if they're classified as a different type of enemy or not. Okay, so before you go forward, once you put the key in that receptacle there, that will end the verse. So you actually want to do that before you do anything else, because you will still be timed for that section until you end the verse. So before you go up onto that planetoid looking thing, come over here if you want to do this Alpine verse over here on the I guess left side of the courtyard from where we came in. So this one is an out-of-body battle, which I'm going to have a lot of fun with. So I would recommend with these ones, do crowd control. So don't worry about getting like really long combos. Just worry about trying to stun them. So I would recommend the punch, kick, punch combo is pretty good since the Wicked Wees will have stun. So that's probably one of the easiest ways to make sure that your body doesn't get hit. Just make sure that you don't get too far away from your body, because otherwise you'll have enemies that will be attacking it, and if you're too far away, then that's a really bad thing. So yeah, the thing that's really tough about this one is you just have a lot of applauds here. See, it's, I took 2 hits there. I'm trying to concentrate here because I would prefer not to have to do this again. Hope this is the last guy. Okay, well, that could have gone better, but I'm glad that I did it on the first try because they can be quite a pain, these out-of-body battle Alpine versus. So I will just take that and we'll move on. So, Broken Moon Pearl. Got another full one. So now we're up to, I think, 2 full bars on that. Okay, so let's get back to actually progressing in the level. So this is kind of where the gravity physics come into play a little bit. So you have these rings that are planetary, and I'm actually going the wrong direction to get up. But welcome to, you know, Super Mario Galaxy. Oh wait, this is actually Bayonetta. But yeah, same kind of physics apply here. Oop, that was close. And that was even closer. So close it hit. Okay, I think this verse is the same as the other one. So even after you defeat all the enemies, you have to run to the bottom side of the orb here and put the key in to actually end the verse. At least I'm pretty sure. There we go. So I suppose I can talk about the design of Paradiso. Like, area looks great. Soundtrack is also pretty good. However, these chapters are pretty difficult, so even if I like the way that the areas look, I'm not as much of a fan of these chapters just because of reasons you'll see later. So with this section here, just make sure that it doesn't catch up to you. You have lightning that's kind of striking you periodically. Oop. There we go. That was cutting it close. Now, in order to get the best score on this verse, you will have to get some combo points and damage in. It's difficult to do that with that green ball chasing you, so do what you can, but don't linger around for too long because it is actually instant death if it reaches you. So I'm actually surprised that I got a pure platinum on that because I don't know if I actually have before. Because usually if you want to avoid taking damage there, you have to kind of forego some of the combo score. So that's usually the hardest part about getting the best rank on that verse. So you have another rotate, you know, puzzle, if you want to call it a puzzle. It's really not all that hard to figure out. But you can probably recognize this area from Chapter 2 and 3. But technically we're in the same place, but not exactly, because we're in Paradiso. So in order to move forward, we're going to need to collect different parts of the key, of which there are a total of 5. Now, some of the chests, as you can see, have enemies in them. And the, let's see, I think that one's a glory that came out of that one. Attacked me right after it came out, which is, you know, super rude. Also, during this entire section, you'll have the ball kind of falling and trying to hit you, so just be wary of where it's falling and make sure that you're not under it. Every time it lands, it will also kind of stun you if you're standing on the ground, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, so 3 of the chests have enemies in them, and I've gotten hit by 2 of them so far. So I think the last one is a fairness. Yeah. Ow. So that's what happens when the ball lands on you. You get flattened, and it ruins your combo score, for one. Doesn't really do all that much damage, but it's more of a nuisance than anything. So I took quite a bit of damage there. I'm not going to do so well on that front for this verse. Yeah, that's about what I expected it to be. Now there is an Umber Crow over here. There it is. This one, in my experience, is not the easiest one to get. I would recommend if you want, if you really want to get it, run at it and jump using the Panther Within, and just try to do that, and mash Y once you get close enough. I was talking about the wonky gravity before. This is where it really comes into play. So while you're on these rotating platforms, what the game considers down is just, perpendicular to the surface of the platform that you were previously on. So there's Broken Witch Heart in a chest here, literally right along the main path, so there's no excuse for not getting that. But do those platforms disappear? They look like they disappeared. But in any case, we will just keep going forward. And we're getting introduced to a new type of enemy here. These are kinship, which I actually think is an amazing pun, because they're actually ships. Now, with them, watch out for the missiles. They're fast. I looked like I got Bat Within there off of it, but I didn't get Witch Time, which was weird. So I don't know if I got hit or not. Also, game's loving to lag out there. So missiles are one attack that they have. They also have these cranes that they can extend that I was trying to avoid, as well as a laser attack. So be wary of that. I think I'm going to have to wait for it to come back around. So these guys, honestly, they're not really that hard, but for some reason, I seem to have trouble with them. So just defeat those two, and that's all that there is to this verse. So for beating them, you will get a record. And I'm actually in the right place for this. So keen-eyed viewers will see that there's a platform with an Alfheim verse off there to the left. So this one that I'm standing on right here, once you kill it, it will always stay in this position. So what you can do is use the Panther Within, double jump, and then use the Crow Within to make it. So it's a pretty far distance, but as long as you have those techniques, you should be able to make it with room to spare. Let's see what this one is. Defeat all the enemies. Relatively. Oh, it's defeat all of the Vajans is what it is. So I'm not doing so great with this. I've already gotten hit twice. Ooh, there we go. So you only have a minute for this, so just, you know, be careful. Oop. I don't really think it's actually that hard, even though I got hit 4 times. It's mostly just because of my negligence and not it being too difficult, so that one's on me. Yeah, I did fine on combo in time. So, got another Broken Witch Heart for doing that. So all in all, what I like about that one though is that it's just a short one. You know, if you fail, there's not a lot of enemies or waves of enemies to go through in order to, you know, kind of get back to where you were. So now we need to get back. I feel like this ship is in a weird position now. Like it wasn't in the same position before, but oh well. So now that we have that, we can run forward and collect the record here. So that's just another third, so there's one more to go. And there's a chest off to the left here. It's not really that far off the beaten path. Has a broken moon pearl in it. And I think we are good to go forward, so going to double check it here. So chest, Alfheim verse, record. Yeah, I think we're all good. So for this section here, try to hit these kind of bulbous masses, and I already missed one, on these roots. You're going to need to predict where they're going a little bit in terms of, like, you know, don't aim for where they are, aim for where they're going to be. And just try to hit as many as you can. Yep. And I don't even know if I've gotten hit by one of those before. Because usually I either miss them or, you know, hit the center. Oop. Thought you could get the drop on me, didn't you? But that's usually what happens with those. So make sure that you land on this platform here. Because otherwise, I'm not sure if you instantly die or not. I've never failed it. It's usually not that difficult to do, but we gotta take care of these 3 joys here. And I actually had a lot of magic left over. I think it was from the Alfheim verse, because you get a separate magic meter in that, but I'm pretty sure the magic that you get stays afterwards, so. Alright, one more to go. I don't think the combo dropped there, but hopefully I did well enough. I don't think I took damage. So let's see, do I have to jump off to end the verse? Why is the verse not over? There we go. I took a little bit of damage. Okay, so let's see. There is a Gates of Hell entrance here, so I think I will take that.
Hey, check this out. What are you buying? Heard that in a game once.
Okay, so I am here to buy another one of the moon pearls. So we're on to our third row of those, which means we don't have too many of them left. 7 to be precise. So I don't know how many more that we'll have to buy. Because obviously we still have more to get from the levels. But I think this is going to be a good place to end off this episode. So, thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Bayonetta. I've been redxparasite, signing out.